You've seen all the signs being put on light posts everywhere, the pictures of the hostages. Well, some people are tearing them down because that offends them. Other people are videotaping the people taking down the posters, and there are big consequences. Here's one of them. As you know, people supporting the release of the hostages are putting up posters all over the world, on lampposts, on bulletin boards, on the
Mm-hmm.
internet, pictures of the hostages and descriptions. I don't understand what I'm about to tell you. I just can't get it. But these educated people are making it their mission to tear down the posters as if these innocent victims, men, women, children. By the way, what that lady talked about, there's Jews, there's Christians, there's Muslims, there's Druze, there's Buddhists, there's agnostics, 30 countries, right? They just took people and killed more of them than they took. There's 240 some that are taken. And there's a backlash going on, which I'm very gratified to see, that people take pictures of those that tear down the posters and they out them. Now, there's one of these guys. I'm going to show you his picture. This is him getting his picture taken in New York City, I believe yesterday.
Oh,
That's his response to the picture taker.
someone's number one.
Yeah, he's number one, exactly. This guy's name is Karush Mistry. He used to work for Fremont Commodities for a long time as a trader. And this video, which was filmed on last week on the 9th, on the anniversary of Kristallnacht, which is generally considered to be the start of the Holocaust in Germany. The night of the broken glass is what it means in English, where they broke out the glass of all the Jewish stores and synagogues all across across Germany, and then started deporting the Jews to the concentration camps. This was on the 85th anniversary. So this guy with his girlfriend were putting tape over the posters to cover up the faces. And he said that he's offended that someone would want to take his pictures. He showed no remorse, and he was screaming, as was his girlfriend, at the person who was filming them, right? She bills herself as a visual artist and filmmaker, and he says, this is the traitor mystery, none of your effing business what I'm doing, dude. Go F off. He called Israel an apartheid state and they're carrying out genocide. And then he said that that man should go back to your country, go back to Israel. And the guy said, what are you talking about? I'm an American. And then Gupta started yelling that she was also an effing American and she should go back, or sorry, that he should go back to his country, right? And she called him an uneducated effing prick and then laughed hysterically. Jews are rapists. I've proved it. My
Wow.
papers prove it. And on and on and on. I mean, I'm looking at the quotes of what these people said, and it's absolutely horrible. My purpose in putting up this picture is not just to show how horrible these people are, but they don't have any remorse for not condemning the slaughter of innocent people. Christians, many of them, Hindus, Buddhists, people from Thailand, people from China, from Russia, from Germany, from France, from Switzerland, from England, obviously from America. How much hate is in these people? What the heck is going on?
It's like I'm constantly saying, Barry, and a lot of people don't want to make the connection, but we are truly experiencing what they call a spiritual war. There's only one explanation. these people there have so much hate for a group of people and never even had a conversation with them, Barry. Never even talked to them.
Never even been to Israel.
Probably never even been to Israel, and they have this hatred for him. And it only goes to show, it's probably an educational thing, Barry. A lack of understanding, lack of comprehension, because they're told something about Israel, and instead of them even questioning it, Barry, instead of them going to research it for themselves, they just take what they're hearing and regurgitate it.
Yep.
That's exactly what it is, because they can't think beyond what they've been told. And then you have some of them, Barry, they go, well, I read 10 books, and I've read all of these books about Israel and this and that. Granted, all of these books that some of these people are reading are all hateful books. So that doesn't still mean anything. If you're going to read books that's only slanted one way, it's like watching the Communist News Network or MSDNC or the entire Alphabet Network soup group, which is the government state media. If that's all you ever watch, that's all you'll ever know. They can't broaden their horizons. They can't look anywhere else. So they absorb the lies, they absorb the hate, and then they regurgitate it.
Well, what I find just wonderful is employers are starting to say, you know what? You have the freedom to mouth off all you want. Free country. I have the right to hire and fire whoever I want. Free country. There's an economic consequence to these people's hate, and it's spreading. So there are now groups that are walking around filming who's taking down the posters, at least the posters that can come down. Some people are covering them with Vaseline. You can't get them off, which I think is really delightful. The fact of the matter is, good luck finding a job. Why'd you get fired from the last job? Oh, I hate Jews. I hope they all die. So does my girlfriend. I'm all over the internet for saying F them, F you, F their people, F their country. But I'll come to work for you. And most people would go on. No.
Did they find out where he works?
Oh, they fired him.
Really?
That's how I led the story. Yeah, he worked at a company as a commodities trader called Free Point Commodities, and they fired him. They fired him for hate speech. They don't want anybody with that kind of hatred at their company. Way to go, trading company, Free Point in Connecticut.
So where does his girlfriend work?
She is a freelance journalist, filmmaker, screwball. Her mouth, I watched the video. She's got a mouth on her that you F this, F you, F them. That's her favorite word. I don't know how many people watch her films. She's not highly articulate. Let me put it that way. But she does know that word. Wow.
I mean, I guess if you're in the film industry, that's the only one you need to know, right?
Apparently.
Because apparently that word has a lot of meanings.